You've had a hard day. Nothing dramatic, just the accumulated weight of stress that shows up in your body before you've consciously named it. You walk through the door, and before you've said a word, before you've done anything, your dog is different. Calmer, or closer, or slightly more attentive than usual. They come and press against you in a way they don't always do. They follow you to the room you settle in and stay near without being asked. You notice it. You assume it's coincidence, or that they just wanted company. But researchers who have spent years studying the physiological relationship between dogs and their owners have found something that goes much deeper than coincidence. What is happening between you and your dog in that moment is measurable, biological, and mutual, and it runs in both directions. Cortisol follows cortisol. In 2019, a research team led by Lena Roth at Linköping University in Sweden published a landmark study in the journal Scientific Reports. They measured cortisol levels in both dogs and their owners over several months, not just in single moments of stress, but as a long-term baseline. And what they found was striking. The cortisol levels of dogs and their owners were synchronized, not occasionally, not loosely correlated, synchronized. Dogs who lived with owners who had chronically elevated cortisol showed elevated cortisol themselves. Dogs living with calmer owners reflected that calm in their own stress hormone profiles. The synchronization was stronger in dogs who had higher scores on behavioral measures of attachment to their owners, and stronger in owners who described their relationship with their dog in emotional, connection-oriented terms. The researchers took careful steps to rule out the obvious alternative explanation that dogs were simply responding to behavioral changes in stressed owners, like changes in activity level or routine. The cortisol correlation persisted even when they controlled for those variables. The dogs were not just reacting to what their stressed owners did differently, they were carrying their owner's emotional state in their own body chemistry. Your stress is inside your dog, not as a metaphor, as a hormone. How it gets there, the mechanism behind this synchronization is not fully mapped, but researchers point to several overlapping pathways. The most direct is scent. Human bodies produce measurably different chemical signatures under different emotional states. Stress hormones, fear responses, and emotional arousal all produce compounds that are released through sweat, breath, and skin, compounds that are far below the threshold of human perception but well within the extraordinary detection range of a dog. Studies have confirmed that dogs can reliably distinguish the scent of a person in a fearful or stressed state from the same person in a calm state, and that their own physiological arousal shifts in response. Your dog smells your emotional state before you walk through the door, possibly before you are fully aware of it yourself. Beyond scent, dogs are reading your face, your posture, your movement patterns, and the tonal qualities of your voice all simultaneously, all in real time. Research has documented that dogs track human facial expressions and can distinguish between emotional states with meaningful accuracy. They read tension in a body before the body has moved. They hear the slight flattening of a voice that happens when someone is suppressing emotion. They notice the quality of your breathing. They are not reading your mind. They are reading your body with a level of attention and precision that most humans never direct at each other. The feedback loop. Here is where the science becomes genuinely extraordinary and genuinely mutual. When a stressed human interacts with their dog through calm physical contact, their cortisol drops. Research has documented this consistently across multiple studies. But the dog's cortisol drops too. The interaction does not just help the human regulate, it helps both of them regulate simultaneously. You soothe each other. The feedback loop runs in both directions, and both nervous systems benefit. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone associated with trust, connection, and calm, rises in both dogs and their owners during positive physical interaction. The human-dog bond is not simply an emotional reality, it is a physiological one. Your bodies are in a constant low-level dialogue, exchanging chemical signals, regulating each other's stress responses, calibrating each other's emotional states. This is not what most people imagine when they think about the bond with their dog. They imagine love, companionship, loyalty, all of that is real. But beneath it, running continuously in the background, is a biological system of mutual regulation that has no parallel in any other interspecies relationship on Earth. What chronic stress does to your dog. The synchronization that this research reveals has a consequence that most dog owners have never considered. If you are going through a sustained period of high stress, a difficult job, a painful relationship, financial pressure, health challenges, your dog is living inside that reality with you. Not metaphorically, their cortisol is running higher. Their nervous system is more activated than it would be otherwise. The emotional weight you are carrying is being shared, involuntarily and silently, with an animal who cannot understand the source of it, cannot process it cognitively, and has no way to seek relief from it independently. Dogs in households with chronically stressed owners show higher rates of anxiety-related behaviors, greater reactivity, disrupted sleep patterns, and lower immune function on objective measures. They are not performing stress, they are experiencing it. This is not meant to create another layer of pressure on people who are already struggling. Stress is human and unavoidable, but it is worth understanding that your dog is not a passive observer of your emotional life. They are a participant in it. What you carry, they carry with you, the other direction. But the synchronization also means that your dog's emotional state affects yours. Research on the physiological effects of human-dog interaction has found that time spent in calm, positive contact with a dog produces measurable reductions in blood pressure, heart rate, and cortisol in humans. These effects emerge within minutes and persist after the interaction ends. They have been documented in clinical settings, in workplace environments, in therapeutic contexts with populations ranging from children with anxiety disorders to veterans with post-traumatic stress. Your dog is not simply receiving your emotional state. They are also transmitting their own. A calm dog, resting against you in the evening, is genuinely and measurably influencing your physiology toward ease. An anxious dog, pacing and alert, can pull your nervous system toward activation. The dialogue is continuous and it runs both ways. You and your dog are not simply companions in the emotional sense. You are co-regulators. Your nervous systems are in conversation all the time in ways that neither of you consciously directs. The reveal: when your dog comes to you at the end of a hard day, settles next to you, and stays close without being asked, they are responding to something real in your body. They detected a change in your chemical signature, read it in your face and posture, and made a choice to position themselves near the one variable in their environment that is most reliably associated with safety and calm: you. And in doing so, they begin to pull your cortisol down. Your breathing slows, your muscles ease, your nervous system, receiving the signal of their calm weight against you, begins to regulate. And their own cortisol, elevated by yours, begins to fall too. Two nervous systems, calibrated to each other across years of shared life, helping each other settle. Not through words, not through decisions, not through any conscious process on either side. Just through proximity, through contact, through the extraordinary biological bond that your species and theirs have been building together for thousands of years. Your emotions are not just yours. They belong, in a very real biological sense, to both of you. Your dog carries what you carry. They help you carry it. And the calmer and more connected you become, the calmer they become too. You are not just each other's company, you are each other's medicine. Have you noticed your dog responding to your emotional state in a specific way? Tell us in the comments. And if this changed the way you understand the bond between you, subscribe. Every week, we explore the extraordinary science of what dogs and humans share.